And I thought I had the haste. Alright, so I got a feeling that if I was just one turn ahead, that game would have ended a little differently. So I'm going to elect to go first. And I found that thanks to my mana distribution, that I can consistently get a hand as good as this. I'm going to pay 1 to cast the Endless One. Ooh, and because I paid 1 to cast him, because he has an X mana cost, he enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters. 1, X is 1. That is my turn.
Alright. So, I'm going to ask if you're going for New Lamog or if you're going for Aeon's Torn.
Ooh, this is going to be fun. Bloodfell Caves, you gain a health. I love Bloodfell Caves,
Yep.
One of my favorite lands. I will pay 2 in order to cast the Paradise Druid, my 2/1 with add 1 mana of usually green, and I am going to swing at you for 1.
Yep, I'll take 1.
And that is my turn. I have just one more turn before it's too late.
Alright, I'm going to put down Canyon Slaw, and then I'm going to spend 1 red in order to play the Bold Impaler.
Boo.
Come on, 1/2s are great.
It is great, isn't it? Because you can block. It just so happens you can block my 1/1 now. I'm gonna pay 3 to cast Marwyn, the Nurturer. Yeah. And then, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay, then. Alright, I'm going to put down a Swamp, and then I'm going to spend 3 in order to cast Sorin Imperious Bloodlord.
This motherfucker's a 3-drop.
Yes. And I'm going to -3 him, set him down to 1, in order to put down an Necropolis Regent.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Alright, Mr. Flyer. You will have your day, it looks like, which is ironic because you're vampires.
And I will end.
Okay, so that's how it's going to be, huh? Alright, well, I'm not going to let you accelerate for the win. But I'm running out of time. So you're showing a 6/5 now. I really gotta think about this for a second, because you just made it a 3-turn game. Fuck me. Okay, pay 2, cast the Paradise Druid. Marwyn gets a +1/+1 counter as soon as my menu will let me, and then pay another 2 to cast the Druid of the Cowl. 1/3. Welcome to the show. Marwyn gets another +1/+1 counter. And then I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay, then. Alright, so, I'm going to +1 my
Declare
Sword
victory. No, I'm sorry.
In order to +1 my Necropolis Regent.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to...
Oh, god damn it. I didn't read it. I didn't even read its ability yet.
And then I'm going to spend 2 in order to cast the Seeker Squire. Seeker Squire ETBs and attempts to explore. Alright, I'm going to send the Seeker Squire I revealed to the graveyard, giving my Seeker Squire +1/+1.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and then
if I don't draw a forest on my next turn, I lose, by the way. So you have mate in 2.
Alright, and I'm going to swing at you for 7 in the air.
Uh-huh. And then because it deals 7 damage, it gains 7 +1/+1 counters, meaning that it has just by itself, it has enough attack power to take me out on my next turn. And you gain 7 health. I thought we were trying to please and not to cheese.
Oh, dude, I've not even started the rant yet. Come on.
Don't you dude me, mister. You just turned 3 a win condition. Come on. Yep, I lose. Okay, pay 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, wait, screw it, because this card has a merge, which means that I can put it onto the battlefield as long as I suffer the consequences of my behavior. This is the last turn of the game, because on Gurdat's next turn, he's going to swing at me with a 14-15 with flying. I'm sorry, 14-13 with flying. Alright, this is the only smack I can give this game. I'm going to emerge a card in my hand. By emerge, I pay the emerge cost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sacrifice a 2-drop Druid of the Cowl to cast the Decimator of the Provinces.
Ooh.
This is an Eldrazi Boar that says when you cast Decimator of the Provinces, creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain trample at end of turn. And Decimator of the Provinces himself is a 7/7 with trample and haste. He is a 9/9 until end of turn. So I'm going to go into my combat step, swinging to you 9, 13, and 16, all trample.
All right, I'll take 16.
At you directly. You're taking 16 to the face. Okay. And yep, that is the game, folks. Well, welcome to Pioneer, where you literally will only see one of 2 matchups the entire time. We hope you have a good time. If you could do shit like this is not the worst that this format has to do.
Oh, not by a long shot.
You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 3 in order to cast Olivia Mobilize.
Olivia, mobilize for war.
Then I will +1 my Sorin in order to +1 my Necropolis Regent.
Necropolis Regent, so it gains 15 +1/+1 counters when it hits me, making it a 30 whatever, 30/29. Yep.
And I will smack you for 15 in the air.
Yeah, on turn 4, by the way. No, is it turn 4? It is turn 4 because I was supposed to draw mana during my last turn. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I made Vamps, and Vamps actually work in Pioneer, because here's the big
problem. Because of Sorin.
Alright, here's the big problem.
Really, turn 3, any vampire I want. Oh, I want this one, and this one, and this one. That would be pretty dickish too, this one.
Okay.
I learned something today, Journal.
Because Pioneer is comprised of the last like 5 years of Standard sets, and Standard has not actually been a very good format for the past 3, a majority of the stuff that's been broken in Standard is totally viable and better in Pioneer than it was when it was in Standard. This is why Modern. This is a window into why Modern is so broken, and why Modern is a turn 3 format. Because of the stuff that you can pull off like this. Cloud was actually attempting to do Elves into Eldrazi Ramp, and he didn't answer my question if he was going to go into Aeon's Torn or Nulamog. Damn it.
I don't have to... Well, put it to you this way. There are no legendary Eldrazi in my deck. All of these are non-legendary Eldrazi creatures.
No.
I mean, I figured, these should have been bad enough. And they were.
Yes, they should have. if they were, because sequestered into the original blocks they were in, they actually are pretty powerful. But when you put all the blocks that are around them together, you get some really disgusting combos. Now, Wizards has been trying to, rein in Pioneer over the past several weeks. And as a point of fact, every week they've been announcing at least one new ban card for the format, and they're going to keep doing it for months on end.
Sorin.
But the thing is, they're actually looking at Standard, at what is currently broken in Standard right now, instead of what would be broken all in all. Like, I got to show off how powerful Necropolis Regent is. She's not my boss, to be perfectly honest. My actual boss is Haunted Hightower, and I didn't get to show off how broken he is.
Yeah, ain't that a bitch? Is that we're trying to explore, but we didn't explore all that much.
Yeah,
and that's why we have a
show off,
review
two
round.
of the more powerful and prevalent tribes. I actually think that Pioneer, once it actually settles down into a nice turn 4 or 5 format, will actually be really fun to play, much like Modern already is. The problem being, the whole reason why Modern is a turn 4/turn 5 format when it's bad is because blue is the dominant color, and Pioneer isn't going to have blue as the dominant color for a while. But once it settles down, blue's going to be the dominant color again, and that's going to be boring as shit. Look, Pioneer as an idea is actually a really good and fun idea. You know, reliving a bunch of the old standard formats together to see what kind of broken shit people can actually formulate out and have fun with. There's a lot of fun stuff in Pioneer to do. The problem with it being is that that's not actually how people play this game, at least on the competitive scene. And Cloud and I don't actually play competitive Magic all that often, but even we can see that, you know, there's some really busted shit in here that needs addressed immediately before this format gets out of hand.
Yeah, I agree that. Which do I want? Do I want a turn 4 game or do I want a turn 5 game? I want a turn lots of turns game actually, because then it gives me more opportunities to like do stuff instead of just starting the game and then very shortly after ending the game. But I mean that's I've said that ad infinitum how that happens in trading card games in general, is that you can have really fucking short games. Oh yeah, this guy right here. I think I remember seeing this guy. Yep, I do remember this guy because he has the ability that he makes your opponent discard cards, and then every time he discards a card, he gets a +1/+1 counter. So that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. The only problem that Haunt has is that he's a 6-drop, and that's where Sorin comes in.
So, Gerdad, I'm curious. Did you check to see how many different sets you were using for this matchup?
I can count real quick. It's not that many. I think it's a total of 6. Because I'm using stuff from Ixalan, I'm using stuff from Return to Ravnica, I'm using stuff from Throne of Eldraine. That's Shadows over Innistrad, Eldritch Moon, and M20. I think that's covered.
Right. M20's on the because Pioneer is designed is automatically designed to accept any new sets that come in from now on.
Yeah, so I'm using about 7 sets. It looks like. Yes, about 7.
Okay. Oh wait, no, there is my okay. So what I'm building right here, I mean, I don't know about your deck. I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to mostly be using cards from just one set and then splash in from other sets the cards that help by synergy. So most of the cards in my set actually came from I can't the name escapes me. It's the one where lots where lots of Eldrazi show up, especially the big 5 right here. These 5 cards right here all come from the same set. The Decimator of the Provinces actually, although it is very similar in nature, that it has a colorless mana cost. Well, actually, no, that's any color mana cost. I didn't want to use the Eldrazi that required colorless mana as their converted mana cost. I wanted to produce lots and lots of green mana, especially because this is a mono green deck that runs only 16 forests and 4 evolving wilds cards. And then I splashed in Woodland Mystic, Paradise Druid, Marwyn, Beast Whisperer, among others. Each of these cards only occur in one set each. So these are the splash cards. They're all elves. I love them. I adore them. And I wanted to, put them all together and have a big family photo. But yes, as Gert identified immediately, my strategy was to ramp in order to go into some big dudes, like a fucking 15/15 Endless One, or a field full of elves casting Decimator of the Provinces, a swing for 30+ trample. Like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, but you're missing Collected Company for that to work.
Yeah, and I also wanted to show that the basic Eldrazi are pretty nasty. The legendary Eldrazi, like Ulamog, the Ceaseless one, are stupid. Stupid.
Ceaseless Hunger is amazing, and I honestly think that you should have probably replaced either Bane and Balaget or Desolation Twin with Nulamog.
I kind of like Desolation Twin, especially when I cast Desolation Twin before I cast Decimator of the Provinces. I have a good time.
Yeah. All right, so this has been us attempting to showcase and somewhat failing attempting to showcase what Pioneer is. Honestly, Pioneer is again a pretty good format at the moment, but it needs to settle the fuck down. Once it actually does settle down and turns into a turn 4 or 5 format, it should actually be pretty nice. But expect to see a lot of the World Championship decks in Pioneer, because those are straight up better than they were when they won Worlds. I'm kind of
Right.
disappointed that neither of us are running Siege Rhino. I chose not to run Siege Rhino because I didn't want to go in,
That's right.
into Mardu.
That's right. You kept telling me you Siege Rhino. Like, I know he's good. He's a rhinoceros that hits everybody and heals you, and he's cool, and he's a 4-drop. I love the Siege Rhino, but neither of us ran Siege Rhino.
Yeah. For the record, you can actually bring out Siege Rhino thanks to your Paradise Druids.
Yes, I could. And it would be funny.
Marwyn can't, though, sadly.
It's all right, Marwyn. Marwyn had this comment. She won once. She was not about to win a second time.
All right. And with that, this has been us exploring Pioneer. Tune in next time for Cloud to actually pick out a real set, hopefully, or maybe he'll do dual decks, since we're kind of running out of sets to actually explore.
No, it's
Unless
bullshit.
we go all the way back.
All the way back.
All right, everybody, be safe.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.